just staring at his arm.
Behold,
Hi.
the winner of the Most Awesome Researcher Contest. It's better if I don't show my face. See if you can get some intel out of him.
What? He wasn't there. That's so weird.
I must confess that I too was terrified. Petrified even.
If there
remained
isn't a
light
Peppy
in my
plush,
heart, a
maybe I
light
should
that
try to
led
make that
me
happen.
onward.
Hey? What do you think?
That light was the happy smiles on all your faces.
Okay, stop squirming. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna put you down if you're gonna do that. Last thing she needs is you, like, kicking yourself off of her lap and flying across the room. The only fly is pterodactyl. There you go. Better? What?
Master Capote thinks about me.
Hey!
Oh, it's you. Long time no see. Are you okay? You look troubled. That's quite a wrinkled brow. Come, join the others and listen to me recount the tale of the Legion's invasion. I'm sure your memory of the events will dispel your
Hi.
worries.
Oh, don't drop the passive. No. There you go. Okay, let me make sure that I get this quest selected, because... which one was this? Oh, it's this one right here.
The Antimatter Legion barely missed me, and that's when I saw your faces. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Long live Master Capote!
Aha! I see you no longer look troubled. There is only one word to describe your expression. Enlightenment. Such is the power of my rhetoric. It creates an energy that uplifts the soul.
I'm wondering if I have to nod in order to get him to actually talk to me.
Arlen? Yes. I know him. After all, my calling is to light up the heart of every person on the space station. As to his current location, forgive me, but I cannot tell.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden drama here.
Everyone knows the most important word in my life is principle. Huh? Without principle, what difference would there be between a person and a mechanical arm?
Wait a minute.
Flesh.
Last time he said the most important word in his life was illumination.
We need to update Master Capote's Life Wiki. This will be version 12.0 of his life keywords.
Oh god.
Anyway, I do not lie. I can tell you that I did indeed meet Arlen recently, and I know where
Make it
he
happen,
went.
Crafton. I do want to eventually try to get into, like, making stuffed animals and costumes and stuff like that. Like, for the baby once he's, like, you know, make his Halloween costumes and stuff. Sewing machines are not super cheap, though. So if I can ever get my hands on a sewing machine, though, and then obviously be able to afford the supplies, that is something that I want to do.
regrettably, I already swore on my life that I, Capote, would never tell anyone Captain Arlen's secret. Seems like you already know what kind of person I am. Captain Arlen had a similar expression to yours when he found me. He was anxious and desired an answer.
Yeah?
Answers are not easy to give. Besides, he wanted to master a trial of the heart that would thoroughly change him, and that would be even more difficult.
Voice sounds kind of familiar.
You can't even imagine the difficulty of the trial. I was tired merely from the act of imitating that way of talking with him. Thankfully, he... no more. No more.
You're okay. Here. There.
His words match Arlen's work plan records. Seems like he does have key information.
I didn't say that. Did you mishear it? What I said was, life is a trial, and you need to be true to yourself. So, I know nothing about anything you said about Captain Arlen. I need to head to a meeting now. Can we talk later?
I can't let him get away like this. If he doesn't want to tell me, then...
Don't joke about that. Promotions have a strict assessment process. I did hear that the space station gives special benefits to morally upstanding researchers, but those are just rumors. Even the oldest staff have never witnessed it.
Stop looking down on Master Capote! He's not the kind of person you think he...
Master Capote's Life Wiki version 4.0. Master Capote doesn't care about rank. Everyone knows that.
Even if you promoted Master Capote to acting lead researcher, he wouldn't tell you about the trial.
Indeed. I won't forsake my precious morality for something so base. How could you think up something so terrible? You're not just lost, my friend. You've completely strayed from the narrow path. I need to give you a thorough education on human ethics. We'll need to sit down and go over it slowly.
No need to bother Master Capote. We'll fix this injustice for you ourselves.
Oh boy. Okay, so I did it wrong.
Wow, the cringe is strong. I need to remember what I came here for.
They went through everything with you? Well, I'll pretend I never heard the things you said. Think before you act in the future, please. Of course, if you haven't reflected enough, we can always talk more in private.
I can't let him get away like this.
Okay.
Dare to utter such a threat? Listen here. Leaving aside the fact that you don't have the right to dismiss me, I wouldn't yield even if lead researcher Asta... No! If Madame Herta herself commanded me. Why not threaten to kill me while you're at it? I've said it once and I'll say it again. I will not yield.
Master Capote is so courageous. We're so lucky to be his fans.
He said the exact same thing when he promised Captain Arlen.
Yes, the part about not yielding. It's making me tear up.
I'm gonna print out the transcript of the conversation as soon as I get back today. The fan club needs to recite and memorize it.
Okay.
Transcript. They recorded Arlen's conversation with Capote? I didn't think a clue like that would suddenly pop up. This is the one who mentioned the transcript just now.
Hey, you've been talking Master Capote's ear off this whole time. Do you want to join the fan club?
Ah, I bet you do. You wouldn't have known about Captain Arlen's meeting with Master Capote unless you had an interest.
You even
Okay.
memorized the internal testing content for version 12.0 of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
You must be one of those super fans that stayed under the radar. Ah, we've been careless.
Oh boy.
We're on the same side after all. Here, this is our latest welcome bundle for new members of the fan club. And I'll toss in an updated version of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
Ah, he looks really cool in the new limited edition snapshots.
Oh god. I can't even.
What's next on the agenda?
What's sad is there's some people that are actually like that about some people. Counter some problems. Game. Give me Jinglu's weapon, please.
What happened to you, Arlen? Why did you have to get that sleazy Capote to help you with a trial? Yeah, I guess that's our starting point.
My baby's trying to sleep. Read the fan
This
reply card.
handwriting looks familiar. Huh, is it Arlen's? Against the scorching sun, a beautiful flower will never endure. Within my fair embrace, my love for you is tender and pure. Yuck, so slimy. It does sound like Capote.
Oh, the slap shot.
Looks like a
Snapshot.
shot, but surely he knew it was being taken. It's autographed. There's a figure that's not quite in the shot. Oh, is that Arlen?
You're so tempted to go for a weapon, but Ho-Ho, takes a priority. Takes priority, good God.
So Arlen did go to see
I
Professor
cannot
Capote.
speak.
This is the evidence. Ugh. Even the space station handbook doesn't get updated this frequently. Huh. Is this an audio transcript?
Come on, Captain Arlen, you have to get into the role. I'm sorry, Professor, I just can't think of you as an overbearing boss. Close your eyes and try to feel it. After all, this is your trial of the heart. Listen to my instructions and let's try again. Ahem, Arlen, come to my office. Time waits for no one, and every minute of my time is precious. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm coming over right away. Wrong! Big mistake. Captain Arlen, you can't just be so submissive. You were tasked with something beyond your scope of work. Would you also take off immediately like you just did? Oh dear, if you want to learn how to handle an overbearing boss, it looks like your heart is going to have to put in some serious training.
So, trial of the heart means knowing how to deal with an overbearing boss.
With Ho-Ho and very cute protect character. Ooh.
So that's how Arlen sees me.
Maybe it isn't about you.
I need to talk to him. Let's hurry up and find him. Peppy, it's your turn again.
Oh, different zone. Okay. What was next patch? About a month.
I'm with you.
That's Dan Hung and the security department staff. There are still remnants of the Antimatter Legion in the space station. Let's go help them.
Ta-da!
Is that all? What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Follow Hook if you want to win! Hit start Hook the Great has arrived!
Make way! Make way! God.
We're
I love
just having
Hook.
fun.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to find a lost friend.
Then be careful. There's still Legion remnants in the area. Arlan isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort, and stay focused.
Yes, Brother Don Hung.
Yes, he's with March.
Okay.
But I suggest you don't bother him. He's given himself a personal trial.
Brother Arlen's special trial? He's a man among men, a lion among tigers. He's already reached great heights, but still he wants to improve.
That trial. I bet it's even more intense than physical training. And Brother Arlen already
Start
challenges
saving at the
himself
energy
to the
link.
limit in that department. He runs 21,358 meters around the space station every day. An eagle among wolves. Always so hard on himself.
What kind of trial is it?
I think it must have something to do with the mind. He probably found a waterfall and asked Ms. March to lower the temperature to freezing point.
No way. Brother Arlen's trial wouldn't be as simple as just standing under a waterfall. I think he wants to learn fighting skills from Miss March.
More time to breathe between characters. Every patch has someone to nab.
They're not correct, but not wrong either.
I mean, at least if they start running reruns, then you'll have time to save.
Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from his boss. So I sent him to March. If he can manage her, then he has nothing to fear.
That might be a metaphor too far.
Brother Arlen runs like a horse and fights like a bear. I think that's a great metaphor.
Arlan and I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, and I've taken up his patrol.
Reruns, to be honest, we're pretty well ahead considering there will be reruns.
That's all. He gave me a pass for access across the space station while on patrol.
I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark? It must be from where Brother Arlen smashed it down.
Move aside. What kind of clue is that? This floor tile I found is way better. Look at the footprint. It's the right size, not to mention the angle of motion. This is proof of Brother Arlen in combat.
Of the mirror, did Arlen mention what
He
that
said he
meant?
read an anonymous handwritten journal in the space station. It contained 36 different strategies to do with managing pressure from one's boss. It also contained some information on trials. Firstly, trial of the heart. One needs to acknowledge the pressure in one's heart, and only then can one face it. Secondly, trial of the mirror. Like a mirror's reflection, one needs to personally experience the pressure others feel in a job in order to understand it. Lastly, trial of the self. One places oneself within that pressure to complete a transformation. I believe he came to me to complete the trial of the mirror.
You know why
No.
he's doing the trial?
He didn't say, and I didn't ask.
Brother Arlen doesn't need a reason to improve himself. Ugh, you don't understand him at all.
Brother Arlen is a fierce fighter with an eye for detail. If you don't understand his reason for doing things, maybe that's because you're too zoomed in.
He's just staying ahead of the game is all. He's the space station's cold-hearted hawk. The security department's alpha wolf.
These
If
guys
you want
are
to find
pretty
Arlen,
into Arlen.
just contact March.
Be nice to not have 3 new characters every patch, so have Screamer 1, May, and all the unknowns that come with Penacony.
Job pressure? How to manage your boss? Arlen, I'm sorry. I never knew I was giving you so much pressure.
Okay, let's look at the clues first.
I need to feel the pressure he's feeling so I can understand what it's all about. Oh, there's a photo of Peppy on the pass. I got Arlen to look after Peppy because I thought they got along, but was that giving him too much extra pressure? Oh, maybe he printed out Peppy's picture as a way of forcing himself to remember his responsibility.
Or maybe it's just a cute puppy. And people like cute puppies. Just saying.
Look how smashed up the ceiling tile is. Arlen must have bottled up his frustration and had no way of releasing it, so he took it out on the monsters. It's Arlen's shoe size, all right? And this actually came from a pair of shoes I bought for him. Maybe even these shoes are painful shackles for him.
Puppy.
Yeah, we need to find Arlen quickly. I need to apologize to him in person. Peppy, let's get going.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her.
I don't
Is
think
he
that's how it
really
works.
using a scent to track?
Alright.
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too.
Is Arlen not with you?
He was, but not anymore. He wanted to go investigating on his own, so I let him.
I'm gonna have to go get food after this dialogue.
He kept harping on about Dan Heng being a true warrior or something. Oh, he did say that completing completing an assignment with me would help him complete the final trial. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me. We were investigating suspicious crystals together, but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself. I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion. I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of trial he was doing. But when he heard that, he said Mr. Donhung was right. And then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left him alone. Take me with you if you're going after him.
Alright guys, hold tight. I'm gonna be right back. I have to really go grab some food. I'm like feeling a little lightheaded, so hold tight, I'll be right back.